This is a video
about discrimination.
Discrimination is the act of distinguishing two things or differentiating between them. It may also have the added connotation of making a value judgment about this distinction.
Because of the implied value judgments, the study of discrimination could be considered part of the philosophical field of exology, in particular ethics.
Discrimination 1.
Ageism.
Now, some people discriminate just because of a person's age. Some people say we're too young. Some other people say some other people are too old. I feel that in some cases it does matter, but it shouldn't imply in everything, like healthcare. I mean, just because you're old doesn't mean that you mean less.
Discussion 2. Sexism.
Sexism is the belief or attitude that one's gender or sex is inferior to or less valuable than the other, and can also refer to hatred or distrust towards the either sex as a whole, or creating stereotypes of masculinity for men, femininity for women. Is it also, I think when people automatically think that girls are supposed to be girly or feminine, I think they're all retarded. I mean, I don't feel very feminine at all or girly. I mean, I'm hot, but that's about it.
On the other hand, I paint my nails, do makeup, I don't burp, I don't fart. I like to be called girly. I scream. Yeah,
She'd be the person to say, "Ah, the spider!" And I'd be the person to be like, "Oh, that spider," and kill it with my bare hands. All for girls here, because there's boys. There are guys who are just masculine, and there's guys who are feminine, and they don't have to be just because you might like to look nice and not disgusting like every other little boy. Go get a pedicure, maybe get your eyebrows done, or fix your hair. Like, don't leave it all messy.
Metrosexuality?
It is metrosexuality. I don't see that as being gay. I mean, gay is, hey girl, what's up?
Hey girl, hey.
Hey. I mean, like, you're not like that. You're just a guy who likes to dress nice, and that's completely fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
And also there is a thing called
intersexuality.
Intersexuality.
We don't really know how to say that word, but it's when you're born with both.
With both male and
female parts.
DNA.
Like, you have both.
And you can be distinguished between male or female.
When you're born, you're both. And that's not your fault. You're a boy and you want to be a girl. I mean, if you want to be a girl, pro-choice, it's not you. Don't discriminate against people just because they want to dress up as a girl or just because they want to dress up as a boy. They want to be different. They don't blend in. They don't feel that way. They don't feel that. They don't fit into your little box. They can't drive around in a metal car all day. They can't be that. They need something else. They need something different. And they shouldn't have to feel a little emotional. And they shouldn't have to feel
expressing yourself
out of place just because they're expressing themselves. You should just accept them who they are, because they're probably a wonderful person and you just never took the time to realize it. Discrimination 3. Racism.
Racism, politically motivated definition. A justifiable reason to redistribute resources or opportunities between groups on the basis of race alone.
Yes, racism. Racism is, I personally have, I'm not saying that I have more experience with it, but I deal with it every day. I'm sure that most of you do too, but I am black. And I just want to make that very clear. I'm black. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Samoan. I'm not Hawaiian. I'm not Filipino. I am black. Kayla is a lot of things, and so there's no possible way she could be racist, and if she was, I'd slap her. It's a very bad thing, and it's not only between white and black people. It's in between Mexicans, white people, black and Mexicans, Asians. It's in between everywhere. It's everywhere. It's even in their own darker black person than me could walk up to me and automatically not like me because I'm lighter, or a lighter one could automatically not like me because I'm darker. And it's crazy. And the immigrants, you want to talk about that, Kayla?
We live in San Antonio. 210 represents.
Woo woo!
Countdown City. So we deal with a lot of people, immigrants coming straight from Mexico. Does have a lot of immigrants from Mexico. And people look down on them, saying, oh, well, you know, you're just an immigrant, go back to your country. That's racist.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even the white or black people saying. I mean, there's like, okay, and off subject, let's get to the Asians. There are Asians that hate other Asians, like,
you know, the yellow-skinned people?
Yeah.
Some Koreans don't like the people from Philippines. Like, they have, like, there's so much hate with the nigger, with the Nazi, with the Asian, with